Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's move on to the next question. So it says, write 0.04628 correct to two significant figures. So the two significant figures that we need is just 1, 2. That means 0.046. If you give 0.04600, that means this trailing zero is significant. So this one is not two significant figures. This is four significant figures. Okay, so it's wrong. And if you give 46, 4 and 6 only, yes, this is two significant figure, but it is not the same as 0.04628. So that one is wrong. This answer is two significant figures, and also it is the same as 0.4628. Okay. Question 13 on the on the Venn diagram, shade the region A union B. A union B means both A and B. So you use a ruler, you just shade A and B. There you go. Just like that. Factorize completely. So factorize, not only factorize, but the question wants you to have complete factorization. If you look at this one, the factors here, 2 times 10 times x, 2 times not 2, you can also have 9 times 10 times x times x. So common one will be 10 and 10, x and x. That means 10x is the common factor, leaves you 2 minus 9x. And if we check 2 and 9, there's no more common factor between 2 and 9. That means this is a complete factorization. So remember, factorization, answer is in bracket, written in bracket. Question number 15. Describe the type of correlation between the speed of runners and the time taken to complete a race. Type of correlation. How many there are? There are 3. Positive correlation, negative correlation, and zero correlation. Positive correlation means if one quantity increase, the other one is increased as well. So that's positive correlation. Negative correlation, one quantity increase, the other one decrease. Or one quantity decrease, the other one increase. This means that they have negative correlation. Zero correlation means the two does not relate to each other. Okay? So, we have the speed of the runners and the time taken. That means if the speed increase, laju, the time taken makin batah or makin cepat dia sampai. So makin cepat dia sampai. So less time. So that means one increase and one decrease, which is negative correlation. So that's how you write the answer. A circle has an area of 36 pi square centimeter. Find the circumference of the circle. Give your answer in terms of pi. circumference of a circle, that means it's 2 pi r. This is something that you need to memorize. So in order for you to find 2 pi r, that's 2 times pi, because the question says answer in terms of pi, so we leave pi as it is, times r. What is r? We don't know r. However, we are given this one. Area is 36 pi, and formula for area is pi r square. So I'm going to write down that one. So pi r square given is 36 pi. So I can use this to find r. So I divide both of these by pi. So pi cancels out. So r square equals to 36. That means take the square root of both sides. So square root of r square is r, and square root of 36 is 6. And this is the 6 that you put here. The value of r is 6, which is equals to 12 pi. So the answer would be 12 pi. The circle forms the base of a cylinder with height h centimeter. The volume of the cylinder is 540 pi centimeter cube. Work out the value of h. This is a cylinder. So it is very encouraged for you to draw a cylinder. Cylinder like a tin can. So that's the cylinder. Volume is area of the base, which is pi r square, times the height. Okay, so volume is pi r square times the height, and it is 540 pi. Work out the value of h. So the question is asking for h. So pi times what is r? So this question B and question A follows from this. That means the r that we get from pi r square is the r that we're going to use with this one. Okay, so pi r square times 6 because r square times by height equals to 540 pi divided by pi first. You can also divide it by 6 times 6. Okay, so 6 times 6, 6, and 540 divided by 36, and you should get use your calculator and you should get 15. So that's it, is 15. This question, if you do not know how cylinder looks like, you won't be able to do this question. If you don't know the volume, the formula of the volume of a cylinder, you won't be able to answer this question. That means in order to answer this question, you need to draw and identify correctly what is the volume of the cylinder. Next question, write 174,000 in standard form. So let's do our standard form. That's our point there. So this is 10 minus 1, 10 minus 2, 10 minus 3. That's a tenth. This is the unit. This is the 10. This is the 100. This is the 1,000. This is the 10,000. This is the 100,000. And 10 to the power of 6 is the million. So you're going to write this number 0, 0, 0, 4, 7, 1. That means the first number 1.5 1.74, no need to add 0, 0, 0, times, and the 1 is at the 100,000, so 10 to the power of 5. Okay. Question 18, the diagram shows a right angle triangle. Calculate the value of x. X is an angle, and then you are given this one, so you have to either you use your Pythagoras theorem, or you use Towasoka. So in this case, because angle, you need to find angle, so definitely Pythagoras theorem is not to be used. In order for you to use trigonometric ratio, you need to identify the sides. So the easiest one is the longest side, or the side opposite the right angle, that is the hypotenuse. And then the side where the two angles are, so that is the adjacent, which means we're gonna use that ratio, cosine. So cosine, rewrite the ratio. Cosine is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, a first and then h, and then you put the values in. So theta is x, equals to adjacent is 8.5, and then hypotenuse is 14, so x is equals to cosine, inverse cosine of 8.5 by 14. Use your calculator, calculate it, and you should get 52.6, correct to 1 decimal place, because it's an angle. Without using calculator, next one, without using a calculator, work out 2/1/4 divided 178. You must show all your working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Okay. For this one, it is as easy as using a calculator. So if you use a calculator, your answer in mixed number, you should get 1/5. However, if you use a calculator with no working written down, no marks will be given. So you may use your calculator to check your final answer, but you still need to write down your working. So I am rewriting back first here the fraction that is given. First things first, if you have a mixed number, you change it into improper fraction. Again, use your calculator, 2/1/4 equal, and then press the fraction button. You would get the mixed number, 9/4 divided by, you do the same thing with 178. Use your calculator, using the fraction button, tekan equal, and then press the fraction button to find the improper fraction, and you will get 15/8. Writing this down, you will get 1 mark. And then calculating this one, changing the division into multiplication and flip the third fraction there, you will get 1 mark. If you want to cancel out and then simplify, that's fine. If you want to leave it like this, that's fine as well. But as long as you have these 2 steps written down and your final answer written down, you would get the full 3 mark. So that is how you can avoid making unnecessary wastage of time. Okay, use your calculator fully, but making sure that working is need to be written. Expand and simplify. X minus 4, x minus 7. Most of you have difficulties on this one. Using the arrow does not help you. You're getting the wrong answers. So using the box method will help you to make sure that you multiply all the terms. But make sure that you multiply, you get the correct term. So x times x is x squared, not 2x. X plus x is 2x. X times x is x squared. Know the difference of that one. Okay, so this is minus 7x minus 4x, and this is positive 28. So these two terms are like terms. So minus 4x minus 7x is equals to, use your calculator. Definitely your final answer is x. So minus 4 minus 7, your calculator will give you minus 11x. So that means x squared minus 11x plus 28 would be the final answer.